So I'm on a new permission today. This is in a pretty good area where there was some Civil War activity, so I'm hoping we can at least find a bullet or two. If not, maybe an old home site or something out there. But anyway, I got my first signal. And, well, the first thing that's not complete junk, because I have a pocket full of can slaw, and it looks interesting, so I thought we'd finish digging it together. Look right here. It's brass. It's about the size of a belt buckle. I'm thinking it might be part of it. Oh, it's really thin. I'm thinking it might be a part of a clock or something, though. That could be a plate. Hit it right there. So I'm going to have to pry up a little bit of this dirt off the side. Back in here. That'd be amazing. I thought it was a bullet. I saw that thing right there. Like, it's a bullet. But it's not. That's my very first. It's very thin, though. So what we'll do, I don't want to break anything naturally. There we go. What I'm doing is getting up underneath it. Part loose. Definitely not a buckle because it's got several pieces there. In fact, it might be a big piece of iron. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's iron. I thought it was green looking, but it isn't. Don't know what it is, though. Do you? It might be iron. I don't know. Probably a part of a bucket or something, I would guess. Looks like it's got a smooth edge right here. There is a lot of junk out here. This place was obviously used as a dumping area. I can see we're going to come up onto a spot right now where there's just tons of cans and trash. So I was hopeful. This is kind of a strange little find right here. Well, when I first found it, I saw that little thing sticking up. I'm like, what is that? It's a button. But it's not a button. I think it's actually a fired bullet. I think that was probably the diameter of it right there. That's the base. For some reason, that little doohickey's in the center of it. Not sure what that's all about. Fired bullet, post-Civil War, that's my guess. So I'm way out in the woods and I came across these things here and I thought it was like gravestones. I was a little bit freaked out, but I'm pretty sure it's not. See where I've been clearing it away, it looks like it's just something, you know, it's just concrete. You can see that's where the form was, the boards. Looked almost like a stone though, didn't it? Or doesn't it? I guess it could be, but it's not very old if it is, because they really didn't use concrete like that 150 years ago. Still have not found a bullet yet, or anything like that. Not even a coin, like a gold coin. You think by now. So I've been hunting now for about an hour, hour and a half. I have found about half a dozen shotgun shells and a bunch of coleslaw, can slaw. But I just dug a horseshoe, yay! Not really on the board, but almost. A horseshoe. I like to find a silver. Look, all the nails in it still. A lot of times if you find them with lots of nails, it could be because a horse died here, but he could have easily thrown this one. So I have a signal right here where I scuffed the dirt. I mean, it doesn't really sound that great. It's probably a shotgun shell, but since that's all I'm finding, I figured we might as well film at least one. Hoping to get a bullet signal or something, you know, brassy, but it's just not, well, shotgun shell's brassy, but they read real low because they're so thin. There it is right there. I almost hit it. Shotgun shell. That's a shame. That's the base to one, a modern, or not a modern one, but an older one. They're actually copper or brass, brassy copper, something like that. Got the troll train in the distance, and I have found treasure. Somebody's little multi-tool. Not sure what kind it is. I don't know. I don't see a name. Ah, there, Gerber, I guess. Yeah, it's a little Gerber. Sweet. Take a look at it. Imagine it belongs to the landowner. It doesn't look like it's been out here too long. So we'll get it back to him. Good relations. I don't know how to open it. There we go. There we go. It's covered with mud. I guess that's how you open it. Is it? That can't be possible. It must be one of these buttons. Kind of feel like, yeah, there we go. I guess. 2 buttons? How would that work? It's got an arrow going that way. I don't know. One of these new ones, I think it probably slides, but I bet you the landowner will know how it opens. Here we go. Get nice and pretty for him. Yeah. Sweet, huh? That's a nice one. I like that little. It's been well used. It's broken or worn. So somebody used it for something. Twisting it, I guess that way. Like that. See how it's worn right there? I guess you got to be smarter than the multi-tool to open it. It's got to be these things here. I don't know how that would work. All right, let's put it in the bag. Spent enough time doing that. Let's find some bullets or buttons or belt buckles or cannonballs or something good. The shotgun shell sound in the 50s. So imagine that's what it is, but since we're not really finding much, beggars can't be choosers when it comes to the video. It's definitely buried though, so that's a good sign. That means if there is whole stuff out here, it could still be here. Ooh, it's gone. Got the camera too close. It probably fell back in the hole. Nope. Yeah, I feel it. Right here. There it is. Yeah, another shotgun shell hole. Oh well, could have been a button. A lot of Civil War buttons sound just like shotgun shells. It's a good signal if you're in a camp. Well, 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 what do we have here? I think I found another cave. See where the water rushes down in here and it's eaten this all out recently. And it's down to the bedrock there. It goes back in that direction. Now, I don't know if it keeps going or not. Probably won't go down there today. Or maybe I'll try to get back here another day with some buddies and check that out. Love to be here when it rains. It was actually raining. See if it's really going down in there. I guess it is. I don't think, it doesn't look like it's going past this area right here. So another sinkhole right behind me, but it's not as good as this one. I haven't really looked at it yet though, so maybe we should do that. Well, I thought I finally had something. It was a really good signal, but I've been digging so much trash I didn't bother putting it on camera. But since it's brass, I guess we'll keep it. That's a that's a fired modern rifle cartridge. I mean, that could be 50 or 100 years old, but it's not Civil War era. So I just got into an area where I'm hearing a lot of little pieces of iron. So I dug one up, and it's a little square nail. Looks kind of real blackened, so I'm thinking that maybe it was burned. A lot of times they'll turn black and won't rust like that, like if it was in a really hot fire. So I'm thinking it could have been a campfire right here at one time. Anytime you start finding nails like that in an area where they camped, you want to slow down. So we're going to slow down for sure. Really work this little spot over good. Got to find at least one bullet. Just one bullet. I'm not greedy. Eins, zwei, drei. 3 bullets. Alright. 4. I dug another little nail about 1.5 feet away from the other one, so I definitely think we're in a good spot here. I'm just hoping we'll find a bullet or two. Or a button. A nice Confederate button would be great, wouldn't it? Well, I'm pretty much back right where I started hours ago. I haven't found really anything all day. Well, at least like Civil War era until right now. And I found a piece of melted lead. Oh, that's hard to believe. I mean, literally I started the videos like 50 yards from me. And I've been walking for hours and hours and hours. We're going to stick right here until we find at least one bullet and one big old Confederate button. I have faith. I'm only about 10 feet away from where I found the melted lead. Well, maybe 15. I got a signal here in the side wall. Reading pretty good. A little better than the shotgun shell for sure. So I thought we'd go ahead and dig this together. What do you say? There you go. This is where the tractor or something came down through here in the mud. And hopefully that has it. It'll probably be one of these clumps. Ah, still buried. I don't think we're gonna be that deep. Ah, still buried. Yeah, it might be that loose stuff right there. Seems like it moved just a little bit. Nope. One more. Probably a can. Sure enough, it's a can. See it? Ay. Very sad. Oh well. Well, this is an interesting little piece of lead, at least. I'm about 50 feet from where I found the melted lead and about an hour away from that. And that might be a bullet. It is! It's a fired, probably a fired mini ball, I would think. Not 100% on it though. Rings don't look quite right, do they? I'm tempted to say this is going to be a modern bullet, but until I get it cleaned up for sure, until I get it cleaned up, I won't know for sure. If you haven't guessed, I'm starting to get a little bit tired, so not too far from the truck. We'll hunt around a little bit longer, try to get at least one bullet, and call it a day. Well, here's another piece of melted something, and I think it's lead. Lead for sure. It doesn't have much oxidation on it though, you know, not real white. That doesn't mean it's not Civil War though, or Civil War era. Huh, definitely lead. So that's gonna have to do it for me today. I've been at it a long time and I didn't find much, but it was fun. I actually have another section of the property I didn't even get on yet, so I might come back either tomorrow or, you know, maybe in a couple of days and hit that other part. It's not quite as much area as this part, but well, I haven't checked it out and I feel like I probably should. So let me show you what we ended up with. This is about it, really. The best find was the Gerber knife, which I figured out how to open. It was just covered, it was just full of dirt, that's why it wouldn't slide. You know, just a bunch of shotgun shells, modern rifle casings, a couple pieces of melted lead. I did get this one fired bullet, which is possible it's a Civil War era bullet, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. A lot of cans and junk like that, and just not much. Really, it was really kind of peaked. Oh well. We're going to come back. Like I said, I'm going to come back one more day. Hopefully be better than this day, but until then, or the next video.
You are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your